Welcome to Personal Development Mastery Podcast, and this is another snippet of wisdom, where I select my favorite, most insightful moments from previous episodes. Let's dive right in.
Well, the path why we are here on Earth, I alluded earlier, is for self-recognition. We have to find out who we are, why we are here, where we are going, or where we come from. And everybody does this in their own time, in their own kind of techniques, in their own ways. And that is part of the reason why our soul continuously communicates with us to guide us to these answers. And one important element is that over time, whenever we do something unloving, negative, so to call it, we create karma. I'm sure most of your listeners are familiar with this. Now, this karma is stored in many places in our body, in our mind, in our soul, in the Akashic records, and most importantly, in the planets of the material universe. That's where all the karma is stored. And when these planets move and come into constellation, or when they're full, they download that karma back to the sender. As Christ said, you're sowing and reaping. Then we are reaping our karma, which means the illness can suddenly hit us, or the blow of fate can hit us when the time is right. But before all these negative situations can come and hit us, come back to us, not as punishment, but for us to realize that only way forward is love and not hurting anybody or judging anybody, etc. Before we are having this experience coming back to us, our karma, the planets are sending very small signals to our soul and says, here, listen, you don't have to experience that karma if you stop your way now. I'm sure a typical example is somebody who is smoking, and suddenly he starts coughing and so on. Now, if he takes the coughing as a symptom, as a sign, he should stop. He can prevent maybe lung cancer, but if he does not listen to the coughing, he may get lung cancer, and this applies to everything. So the uneasiness you are alluding to further that comes from our soul, why do I feel so restless, so bored, and so on, is something that the soul wants to tell us something. Best way to sit down, listen to it. Take your time, listen to it. Don't push it away, as you say, to immediately go to Netflix or booze or sex or whatever it is. Usually it's the iPhone. Now, these are important messages. I tell you, my whole career was based on the fact that I learned to listen to my soul. And I speak in great detail. Anybody who's interested in my TEDx talk on TED, my TED talk. If you go Hans Wilhelm TED talk, I speak about boredom, because boredom is one of these uneasy feelings. Boredom is a message from our soul to listen to something because we feel uneasy about it. We are bored, we want a distraction, but our soul has a message for us. Forcing ourselves to sit down, what does this message have to do? And as I went back there, I realized certain situations from my childhood, which I then later turned into the animal world and made books out of it and created a whole career just by listening to my soul. And this applies to every time we are feeling bored, we're feeling uneasy. What is that soul telling me? Because God speaks to us all the time, directly through our souls, through the people around us, through nature. And when we really stop and listen, we get so much guidance. So when you ask what is the best thing to do, is really stop and listen. Like stop and smell the roses. Yeah, just stop and listen. What is actually happening in me right now? If you can sit down and says, what could this be? What does it remind me of? What images come up? Is there anything which I fear? Why am I afraid of the situation that I may be encountering to? What is this obstacle here? Why am I not excited about it? Because fear and excitement are the same energies. It's the only one we interpret negative, the other one we interpret positive. It's another topic we can talk about, but but there is so much given to us, so if the answer to me is, don't run away from next time we feel uneasy, bored, or whatever it is. Sit down, see what happens. And just listen and be surprised. Trust your enormous wealth of guidance, help, and information that is in you. It's not in the outer world. It's not in Netflix. It's not on the iPhone. It's not with your neighbor or whatever. It is all in us. The entire universe, the whole heaven is in us. God says it over and over again. It's not out there. The kingdom of God is in us. And when we realize that the kingdom of God is in us, that means all of creation is in us, then maybe we pay a bit more attention when our body tells us, "Hey, listen, there's a message for you." It's like on email. You know, the message here. Yeah.
If you enjoy listening and appreciate what we're doing here, the quick, simple favor I'm asking of you is to click the subscribe button. Until next time, stand out, don't fit in,